Mom, I have excellent news to tell you. Oh my god! I'm so excited! I bet you will be very proud of me after hearing this news.
What news?
I have officially won a scholarship from the university I applied for. Oh my god! The scholarship value is 70%, which means you won't have to spend too much money on my tuition. I can even go to work to earn money and pay for the rest. I just received the school's notification email and immediately informed you. You're delighted, right?
Scholarship? When did you register for university? How did you get a scholarship? Or are you delusional?
Huh? I asked for your opinion many times, but it seemed like you wanted to let me decide, so I chose and enrolled in university. Furthermore, I tried to get a scholarship to surprise you. Well, you're very proud, right?
Proud? Why should I be proud of that? I never believed you would get a scholarship. You're not even as smart as your brother. Baron can't even get a scholarship, so how can you get one? It's ridiculous.
Why do you have such contempt for me? The truth is that I received a scholarship. I even have a confirmation email from the school. I can show you if you don't believe it right now, and you shouldn't compare me to Baron like that. I'm not inferior to him. It might make me sad, Mom.
I don't care about any confirmation email. It could be fake. I just believe in the fact that you are always inferior to your brother Baron. I need to tell you that I have no intention of letting you go to college. There's no way you should stop being so overjoyed.
What? Why can't I? There are only 2 scholarships like that, so why can I study? This is a good opportunity for me. I cannot give it up unreasonably. What do you mean?
It's obvious. You've graduated from high school and now you have to go to work. Your mission now is to find a job that can make you a lot of money as quickly as possible. Baron and I need money for daily living. Have you forgotten? I can't go to work forever. Your mother is very old and weak. I'm too tired of having to go to work. Now I need to travel every month, go shopping every week, and have money for daily living expenses. You must provide all those things for your mother. And most importantly, you have to earn a lot of money to pay Baron's tuition. He is a boy, bright and intelligent. He is the one who needs to go to university, not you.
What? You don't let me go to school and force me to work to make money for Baron? He can also work on his own. He's even older than you.
Stop saying nonsense. Baron needs to go to school. He doesn't have time to go to work, and that's your duty. I don't want to say much. Don't think about going to school and getting rid of that stupid scholarship. Find a job quickly and pay me enough for all the expenses every month. Understand?
Are you sure about this decision?
Yes. Sure. Kaylee, did you finish paying for the things I told you this morning?
Are you talking about Baron's tuition fees and pocket money? If that's what you mean, then yeah, I got it done. Thanks to that, the money I earned from my part-time job is almost all gone.
Why the fuss? That's pretty much the only reason I allowed you to work part-time, right?
Yeah, okay, I get it. So, what's up? You didn't message me just to check on that, didn't you?
Well, how'd you guess?
Just a hunch, but the fact that you actually bothered to text me means there's something else on your mind, right?
You got me. Alright, I'll just cut to the chase. We're planning a family getaway soon, and I need you to start saving up for it.
If it's a family trip, why am I the one who has to save up for everything? Plus, this is the first time I've learned about it.
Well, I'm telling you now, aren't I? So don't blow the money you earned from your little job today. Save it up, okay? But of course, you'll still have to cover your brother's expenses.
Hold up. This doesn't seem fair at all. You can't just decide how I spend my money. And if you don't even give me the dates for the trip, how am I supposed to save up anything?
Next month, about a week before your brother starts a new semester. Baron needs to relieve stress before starting a new semester full of hardships. You never know. College is very hard, so he wants to relax in a resort, and that's what I want too. Save money and book a resort. It's a must-do.
Wait, am I really expected to foot the bill all by myself for this trip? There's no way I can stash enough cash for a luxury vacation for all four of us.
Don't stress. You don't have to save up for all four. Just for me, your dad, and your brother.
What about me?
What do you mean? Oh, don't tell me you think you're tagging along.
What do you mean? It's a family vacation, right? Of course, I'm going. Plus, I'm the one coughing up the dough.
You can't be serious, right? This is like a family getaway, you know? Why do you even think you deserve a spot on this vacation?
Oh yeah, I kind of assumed that. I guess I misunderstood when you said it was a family trip. You're only interested in my talented and handsome brother, Baron. I'm not up to par for you guys, right? Totally slipped my mind. My bad.
I never use those words. I might think it, but I never said that. Don't twist my words. But I wouldn't say you're too far off. Your role at home is to bring in money for the family. You're not a total failure. Your brother needs a lot of money. It's your job to provide it.
Is that why you allowed me to go to high school? Because high school grads get paid more than middle school dropouts? Such a heartwarming family, huh?
You might not shine as brightly as your brother, but you're definitely not dumb. You could probably land a decent job, right?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. I'll happily be your personal piggy bank.
That's pretty much a given. It's not like I have any other reason to let you stick around our house.
No need to remind me. I'll save up for your family vacation, but I might need to pick up an extra part-time job for a while.
That's right. I see you still have a lot of free time. Find 2 or even 3 more jobs. Don't waste time like that. Get up your lazy ass and go make money.
I know. I will try to save enough money and book a resort for your family vacation trip.
Good job. And make sure you don't do anything strange while we're on vacation, alright? It would be awful if we returned and found the house in worse shape than when we left. Got it?
I get it. I get it.
Hey, Kaylee. Do you miss me, my dear grandchild? Got a moment to chat? Or are you about to start your shift or something?
Grandpa, it's been a long time since your Asia tour started. I miss you very much and miss the delicious flavor of the apple pie you made. Are you coming back soon? How was your trip?
This was the best trip of my life. Both I and your grandmother were very excited and we weren't tired at all. We will be back this weekend. Now, I want to ask you, why don't you want to go to university anymore?
What? Who said that to you?
It's your mom. The other day we made a video call to the whole family, but you weren't present at that time because you were at work. Your mother said that you don't want to go to university and want to work to make money. They all respect your decision. Tell me why. You should remember that going to college is the best opportunity for your future. Going to college will bring much better opportunities for you. I were your parents, I would sit down and talk seriously so you understand.
I understand, but... I can't believe they said that to you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Actually, I was not allowed to go to university.
What?
Yes, that's true. My parents did not allow me to go to school, even if I won a prestigious university scholarship. My mother forced me to find a job and start earning money to pay her every month. She threatened to cut ties with me if I still wanted to continue studying. I even had to earn money to pay all expenses for Baron, who was more suitable for school than me. That's what my mother said.
No way. Seriously, that sounds like complete nonsense. You've been pitching in for Baron's expenses, right?
Yeah, that's right. But what's frustrating is that I've never heard a simple thank you for all that I've been doing. It's almost like I'm expected to cover every single thing my sister Baron needs as if it's my sole responsibility. And now she wants me to pay for their trip, on top of all the daily expenses I already take care of.
Is this true? I can't believe your mother treats you like that.
She always forced me to work and earn as much money as possible. She even suggested that I should work 2 or 3 different jobs and complained because I had too much free time. But actually, I don't have enough time to sleep every day.
OMG, you're still in school. Is this how my daughter-in-law treats her daughter? I do not believe it.
I tried very hard to save money to pay for my own tuition. Everything seemed to go better when I received a 70% scholarship. But with all that effort and money, my mother forced me to serve Baron. He just had to go to school and use my money. It's unfair to me.
The way they're treating you is getting out of hand. This isn't how families should behave. It's almost like they're treating you as their servant. Frankly, I'm not even sure if what they're doing is legal.
I once thought about leaving home. I would go to a faraway place, but I still had my friends and grandmother. I didn't want to leave them.
No, running away from home would be very dangerous for a child like you, Kaylee. Calm down and wait until I get home. I won't leave this alone. It's pretty impressive how you've been handling all of this, staying composed. You're wise beyond your years. Unfortunately, they might be taking advantage of that.
Are you suggesting that if I stick around, they'll keep pushing me to give more?
Exactly. Making you shoulder all the expenses for your brother and now expecting you to save for a family vacation. That's not how parents should treat their children. It's almost like they're crossing a line. If things continue like this, who knows what they'll demand next?
You're probably right.
I will take you away, according to my plan, legally, as your grandfather. They still don't know the specific date of my return, so their planned family vacation without you could really turn out to be a blessing. You cannot live in that house any longer.
But I'm not entirely sure about all this.
Don't worry, it'll work out. Just trust me. And the plan we've devised? Don't let their opinions define your worth. Despite everything, you're strong and mature.
Thank you, Grandpa. I'm grateful for that. You're the only one who ever speaks so positively to me. I'll do whatever it takes. I won't let you down.
Kaylee, what's happening?
Hey, Mom. You're back. Welcome home.
Why is your room completely empty? And none of the tasks I asked you to do are done? What's with the chaotic state of the house?
Oh, I'm actually in Boston right now.
Boston? Wait, what are you talking about?
Grandpa came back and picked me up.
What? Has he returned yet? Why don't I know anything?
It seems like, it's not too much use. Grandpa knew everything, and he wanted to take me to live with my grandparents in Boston. That's why I'm here.
Impossible. You can't go there and make noise in their lives.
Noisy? Are you kidding? Grandpa will continue to send me to college, and from now on, I will leave here. I won't go back to that house again.
This is some kind of joke, right? Baron couldn't even get into that university. How could you? Who isn't even that exceptional manage it?
No joke, Mom. I assure you it's true. If you don't believe me, I can even show you the acceptance letter. I framed it and hung it up in my new room.
This can't be true for you. It's hard for me to believe you're achieving what I couldn't.
It's definitely real. I put in the effort, and this is the outcome. And the reality is that I'm much better than Baron. Don't always promote your son like that when he's just a parasite. More humiliating, parasitic, and sister.
Why do you dare say that to your brother? Don't say much more. Go back home and continue life as before. If you don't listen to me and come home now, you'll have a difficult time.
Come home? That's not where I belong anymore. It's not a home where I was treated like a servant for most of my life. I wasn't treated like family.
Don't talk to me like that. Do you even realize the consequences if you stop bringing home money? We need your support.
I'll pass on that offer. If my small paychecks are what's holding things together, you might be in trouble. Maybe it's time for you to find a solution on your own, rather than treating me like a money source. Anyway, have a nice time with the family. I'll catch you later.
Wait, I need to talk to your grandpa. Give him your phone immediately.
All right.
Dad, how could you take my daughter away like this? What's gotten into you?
I just want to continue letting her go to university and do what she wants, not exploiting her the way her mother did. No need to play mom now. After everything that's happened,
I don't have to play pretend just because I'm her mother. I'm not some stranger. Every parent has a say in their child's life.
you're saying this after treating her like your personal money-making machine. That's quite the parenting style you've got. I am also a parent, but in my life, I have never dared to treat my son like that. I really don't understand why my son and daughter-in-law dare to do that to their daughter.
How I raise my child is none of your concern.
But I am her grandfather, your father-in-law. I will not allow you to exploit such a child, and especially such unfair treatment between boys and girls. Kaylee is still at school age. She can't make money to serve your stupid requests.
But if Baron doesn't have money, he won't be able to continue studying. So my husband and I decided to quit our jobs to spend more time at home. I need money to make ends meet, so please let Kaylee return home.
Why would you do that? The three of you cannot live off of her labor like that. That's so unreasonable. I can't believe I have a son and daughter-in-law like this. It's so disappointing. Baron has grown up. He's even bigger than Kaylee. Let him make his own money and take care of himself. They are all your children. Why is there such unfair treatment?
It's just nonsense. Baron's a genius. That's why, unlike Kaylee, I've given him all the love and attention he needs. We've invested everything we have into that son, you know? And a grandfather like you should be like that too.
How stupid you are. All that love and attention turned her into a self-centered, spoiled brat. Congrats on that. Well done. Are you going to say you neglected Kaylee because you were too busy focusing on Baron?
Yes, exactly. I couldn't waste time and money on someone like Kaylee. It's not a guess. Kaylee is truly incapable. We made no mistakes. This only goes to show how difficult Baron is.
You shouldn't judge your kids like that. I can't believe I had to spell this out after all you've done. You don't deserve to be a parent in the first place.
My parents and Baron still regularly terrorize my phone and force me to return home. They even threatened to come to my grandparents' house to take me home, but my grandfather immediately declared that he would reclaim the house if they dared to bother me again. I didn't care about them anymore and spent all my time studying and taking care of my grandparents. I finally went to school. I can still go to school and work and pay for my own life without depending on my grandfather. My life at his house is very happy. He treats me like a real family. Every weekend, he bakes my favorite apple pie for me, and every time he travels, he brings me gifts. I am truly grateful to my grandfather and hope that he will live with me forever like that. In order not to disappoint him, every year, I achieve good results and receive a prestigious scholarships from the school. Eventually, my parents divorced because of all the stress. Everything was chaotic, but I didn't care. Right now, I'm focused on studying and working, building my own life.
Wendy! You seriously need to just let me into your amazing mansion already.
Ugh, Bree. Are we really going to have this conversation again? How many times have we gone over this already? You do realize that the only person you can blame for mom and dad disinheriting you is you, right? Why do we have to go through this every single time we talk?
And just what does that have to do with anything at all that I'm talking about, huh?
I mean that I'm living with Mom and Dad, and they've decided that they don't want to share anything with you anymore. Even though you're my sister and their daughter, you would still be an unwelcome guest here. Don't you get that?
But it's been 8 whole years since I've left home. And it's only after I leave that you all move out and into that amazingly huge house. It isn't fair.
Well, I don't know what to tell you except that a lot can change over 8 years.
Well, if so much has changed, then why am I still ostracized from everything the family does, huh?
The only person you should be asking for that answer is you. You steal your friend's husband and cheated with him in Mom and Dad's old house. Mom and Dad still haven't forgiven you for it, and quite frankly, neither have I. None of us even consider you a part of the family anymore.
But that's horrible! How can you do that when we are family?
Bree, let me try and break something down for you. The only reason that I haven't blocked you on everything yet is so that I can try and field your calls and save our parents the efforts of doing so. But the truth is that I want nothing more than to block your number right now. I don't think of you as my sister. Mom and Dad don't think of you as their daughter. And you need to get used to that.
No! How can you just expect me to accept something like that? I will find a way to live in that huge house, if it's the last thing I do. Do you understand me? Wendy, are you there? I know that you're home, thinking you're so much better than everyone else on Earth, just because you get to live in that huge mansion. But that's not going to last for much longer. How does it feel, knowing that soon you're not going to be able to live there anymore?
Bree, again? Seriously? Just what on earth could you possibly be talking about this time? Are you still trying to find a way to live here with us?
Of course I'm still trying. More than that, I'm succeeding. I did a lot of looking into just what you're up to these days, Wendy.
You looked into me? Okay then. Just what did you find out that's got you acting so high and mighty?
Well, I know that you're engaged to be married, right? And that your fiancé is some 38-year-old guy named Barry, right?
That's all correct.
So you're telling me that even a 40-something-year-old hag like you can back a younger man? We both know that to the average eye, the age difference might not seem like much, but getting any kind of younger man is a win for a woman.
Bree, literally, what are you even talking about?
I mean that conversely, a man would naturally want a younger woman for himself. That's why I've gone out and stolen Barry from you.
Wait, stolen? As in... Bree, please tell me you're not saying what I think you're saying.
Well, I had to do something to find a way to live in that big house of yours. And I know that the only reason you moved in there was because you married Barry. And he suggested moving in with Mom and Dad in that big house.
Just what is your obsession with trying to live in a house built for at least a whole family to live in?
Well, when I stole my friend's husband all those years ago, I was planning on moving into this huge house. But then, it turns out that the house was actually owned by my friend and her family. And so, that was never going to happen as long as with that old guy.
So then you're telling me that the whole reason you ruined your friendship and stole that man from your best friend was for a house? And now, you've gone and done the same thing to your own sister?
Ding, ding, ding! You guessed it!
Okay, well, I don't know how else to say this, but you're not gonna be living in this house just by stealing Barry from me.
Please. I did my homework this time. You're not going to be able to try and confuse me now. I know that the house you're all living in now is signed for by Barry. And since I've gone and stolen him from you, that means that soon he's going to tell you that he can't marry you anymore. And then you'll all have to leave. And I bet you've had quite some time to accumulate things to fill up all that empty space in a house like that. It's not going to be easy moving out of there. I'll give you all until the end of the month. Go ahead and tell Mom and Dad about this too. Let them know that if they want to keep living in that big house, that they're going to have to put me back in their will and apologize for the way they treated me the past 8 years. But as for you, Wendy, you're going right out to the streets where you'll have to find for yourself.
Bree, I really just don't get it. What happened to turn you into such a covetous, selfish, mean person?
And just what is that supposed to mean, huh?
Well, first of all, you know that both you and Barry are liable to be sued by me for your affair, right?
Of course I know that. But I also know that Barry's family is filthy, stinking rich. And that however you want from us is going to be nothing to him. I'm never going back to the way I was 8 years ago when I left the house drowning in debt. And just the clothes on my back.
If you don't want to end up like that again, then I don't see why you insist on engaging in these wild schemes of yours.
Ugh, I already told you that it's always been a dream of mine to live in a huge house like the one that you're in now. I'm not pulling any schemes. I'm just taking the most important steps to achieving my dreams. I worked hard over the past 8 years to pay off all my debt. Just to find out that you were living in the lap of luxury this whole time. Well, that isn't fair. We're sisters. Why do you get everything handed to you on a silver platter while I've had to work for all that I have now?
Are you really trying to accuse me of getting favorable treatment over you?
All I'm saying is that I did my research into you. And I know the only reason you and our parents are able to stay in a house like that is all thanks to Barry. So, now that I've stolen him from you, that means that I'll be the one getting to live there and not you.
I don't get it. You've come so far and been through so much, and yet it seems like you've still learned nothing. I mean, if you know that you can work that hard on your own merits, why not just find a regular job and buy your own place?
Because why would I when I've already found a man who'll give me what I want and who's head over heels in love with me? We're both a woman. We know that there's many different ways to get what we want. What's it matter how I get things as long as I get them?
And that's really the best excuse you can give for all that you're doing right now?
Excuses or not, the fact of the matter is that I've stolen your man, and there's nothing you can do about it. Did you really think you were finally going to be getting married? At 42 years old? You're way past your prime, and you're going to do old and lonely. Now remember, you only have until the end of the month before you need to be out of there. And tell Mom and Dad that the same goes for them unless they don't agree to add me to their will.
I really just don't know what I'm going to do with you, Bree.
Hey, Wendy! You're already way over the time limit that I gave you to move out of there. I want to move out and start my new happy life with new rich husband. Why aren't you gone yet? I'll give you 3 more days, and then I want you out of there. Do you understand me? Oh, Wendy! Just get out of the house already! Don't you realize that you lost? Barry doesn't want you anymore. You don't have the right to be there. Get out of the house right now! Hey! Seriously! What is your deal? Why aren't you leaving yet? Are you seriously just going to squat there forever? I've already packed up all my things, and the only person standing in my way right now is you. So get out already! And I am beyond furious with you right now. You are seriously going to make me take drastic measures now. I have no choice but to force you out of the house. Wendy, I'm home. I'm standing right outside the front door. Now you march out here and give up the house. I don't care where you go to live out the rest of your sad, lonely life, but it will not be here.
I was wondering if you were really going to try and pull something like this after the 3 days were up.
Of course I would. I always follow through with my threats.
Bree, I'm afraid that the only person living a sad, lonely life right now is Barry.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, that we officially canceled our engagement about a month ago.
No, really. Well, I didn't know. But that doesn't change anything, so get out!
It changes everything. Someone already moved out, and that person was Barry.
You're not making any sense. Just tell me what you're trying to say.
Barry is currently living in a tiny little apartment about 20 minutes outside of downtown.
I still don't understand what you mean by that.
I guess I'll start from the beginning for you. It's true that this house did used to belong to Barry's family, and the deed for the house was in Barry's name, but 6 months ago, I became the deed holder.
But why? How did that happen?
Well, Barry's business was doing really poorly at the time, and he started getting bogged down with debt. Then things quickly turned even worse, and he had to declare for bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy? Are you kidding me?
I am not, but I actually own and manage my own business, which is quite large, if I may say so myself.
Wait, what?
So Barry, knowing this, talked to me and agreed to lease the house to me on the condition that when he pays me back, I return it to him. I got him out of a lot of financial trouble by doing that.
No, this can't be right. You're lying to me. Are you?
If you look up Barry's company online, I'm sure you can see plenty of stories about the bankruptcy.
Wait. Oh no, it's true!
Yep, told you so.
But what am I supposed to do? This is my last day in my apartment. I've already returned my key and everything. Where am I supposed to live?
I'm sure that Barry could find some room for you in his place.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, I heard that he's renting with a building known for having some of the smallest apartments in the city, but I guess your options are that or homelessness.
But this isn't fair. I stole Barry from you fair and square. I was supposed to live in this big house, not you. It was my dream. And now it's all gone. Wendy, please pick up the phone. Are you really going to sue me after I've been through so much? I just paid off all my debts and feel like I can finally breathe again. Why are you instantly going to saddle me with more? I went to Barry to ask for help and he said that he didn't have anything for me. Please, I'm begging your help here. You're my older sister. You have to do something.
Sometimes you just save people when they have their mind set on something, even when it's completely wrong. But thanks to her stubbornness, Wendy made the same mistake of sleeping with the spouse of the person who owned the house she was trying to steal twice. I worry about my sister often, but I just can't pity her at all when she lands herself in the exact trouble she blames on everyone around her. It's true, I did sue her and Barry for their affair. Part of the fees charged to them also included the cancellation charges for my wedding plans with Barry. They both had to split the sum of around $100,000. I wondered if Bree had felt like her life was just set back another 8 years. Although I'm sure if she did it once, she could get herself out of debt again. I just hope that she learned her lesson this time.